Hello everybody. Today we are going to talk about conditional if. A conditional sentence is composed of two parts. The first part is called if clause. The second part is called main clause. Let's look at this example. If it rains, the streets get wet. The first part, if it rains, is if clause. The second part, the streets get wet, is main clause. The first conditional is zero conditional. For example, if you heat water, it boils. If you heat water is a verb in present tense. The second part, it boils. It is also in present tense. Present tense is in both clauses. The if clause, if you heat, and the second clause, it boils. Now, let's clarify zero conditional sentences more. The use of zero conditional sentences. We use it to express a real condition and in imperative cases. The form of zero conditional sentences is varied. We can see if plus present simple, present simple. We can see when added to two verbs in present simple. We also have unless. Unless means if plus not. The examples. First example written in here is, if it is hot, ice cream melts. As we can see, this example starts with an if. If it is hot, ice cream melts. The verbs in both cases are in present simple. Ice cream melts if it is hot. So, if can come at the beginning of a sentence or in the middle of a sentence. Now, let's practice, shall we? Let's look at this example. If you cool water to 0 Celsius. Okay, how can we complete it? Try to think. If you cool water to 0 Celsius. It freezes. That's good. It freezes. We added an S to freeze because the subject in here is it. And we all know that with he, she, and it, the verb in the present simple should have an S. Now, let's work out this exercise. Choose the correct answer. The first sentence is, people die if they space eat. We have four choices. Don't, doesn't, didn't, do. Which is the right choice? Try to think, please. Don't. That's right. It is the right answer. What about doesn't? Of course we can't write doesn't because of the subject. It is they. Doesn't comes with he, she, or it. We can't choose didn't because it is in the past. And we can't choose do because it doesn't suit the meaning of a sentence. Now, let's look at example number 2. If you dive underwater, the pressure, space. What can we choose? Will increase, would increase, increases, or increased? Good. The right choice is increases. Number C. Now, let's complete. The first conditional. The first conditional is composed of two verbs. The first one must be in present simple. The second one in future simple. As in this example, if I feel sick, I won't go to school. If I feel sick, feel is in present simple. The second verb, want, in future. Want means will not. plus go, verb in the infinitive with no additional letters. Let's read together this question. What will happen if you eat junk food? What will happen if you eat junk food? Try to answer it, please. If I eat junk food, I will be unhealthy. That's good. If I eat verb in present simple. If I eat junk food, I will be. We have in here will. It refers to future added to be, verb infinitive. Now let's practice, shall we? Let's work this exercise together. Choose the correct answer. The first sentence. If she plays sports, she, space, a healthier life. A, will live. B, would live. C, live. D, lived. So, which is the right answer? If she plays, a verb in present simple. So, we should choose will live. That's right. We have two verbs. The first one is in present simple and the second one refers to future simple. Sentence number 2. If the weather, space, sunny, we will go to the beach. As we can see, here we have will go. We should look for the right answer for the first sentence. Am, is, are, was. Try to think and give me the right answer, please. Since we are talking about the weather, so the right answer is B. That's right. We can't choose am because am is used with I as a pronoun. Is the right answer. It is used with he, she, or it. Are with plural in the present. What about D? That's right. Was is only used in past, but with he, she, or it. Good. You're clever. Now, let's complete. We have here correct the underlined mistakes. As we can see, we have a sentence, and in this sentence, we have something wrong. We should try to correct it. If you have any problem, I would help you. We have a line under the verb would, so it's wrong. We should correct it. Try to think, please. If you have any problem, I will help you. That's good. Now we have second conditional. In second conditional, we have two verbs. The first one should be in past simple. The second one should consist of would plus a verb in the infinitive form. It means we shouldn't have an s, ed, or ing in this verb. Let's look at this example. If she saw an injured animal, she would help it. So the verb saw, as in here, it is in past simple. The other verb would plus help. Now let's look at here, please. We have, if I won $1 million, how can we complete it? If I won $1 million, I would buy a new car. That's right. I would. It refers to the past simple. And buy, verb in infinitive. Number 2. If I studied hard. Studied is in the past simple. So the second part of if condition should have would to refer to the past and pass in the infinitive form. If I studied hard, I would pass the exam. Now let's practice, shall we? Why, yes, let's start. Now let's work out this exercise. Choose the correct answer. Number 1. If I had money, I would space a villa. A. Buys. B. Buying. C. Buy. D. Boat. So, which one is the right answer? That's right, it is C. If I had money, I would buy a villa. Had is in the past, so we should write would plus verb infinitive, and the right answer is C. Number 2. If I were princess, I will live, would live, live or lives in a castle. If I were princess, were in the past. So the main clause should be would plus verb in the infinitive. Which is the right answer? It is B. That's right. Look at the other exercise. Correct the underlined mistakes. If you break your mobile phone, you would fix it. As you can see, we have a line under the verb break. On the other hand, we have would plus infinitive verb fix. So, how shall we write the verb break? Yes, it should be in the past. If you broke your mobile phone, you would fix it. Now, let's talk about the third conditional. In the third conditional, we should have two verbs. The first verb in the if clause should be in past perfect, i.e., it should consist of had plus the verb in the past participle. The second verb should be would have plus verb في past participle. Let's look at this example. If I hadn't used the phone while driving, I wouldn't have had an accident. The first verb is hadn't used. Hadn't used. The second one is wouldn't have had. Now let's talk about the use of third conditional. We use it to speak about regrets and unreal past condition. For example, if she had accepted the job, she would have earned a lot of money. If comes at the beginning. After that, we have had accepted. Had plus the verb past participle. On the main clause, we have would have plus earned in the third form. Number 2, he would have traveled around the world if he had had more money. In the second example, as we can see, we have if in the middle of a sentence. This won't affect the rule. Now, let's look at this picture and try to complete the sentence. We should notice the verb with if clause. It is in the past perfect. If I hadn't been stuck in the traffic jam. So, how are we going to complete it? Yes, that's good. If I hadn't been stuck in traffic jam, I would have arrived earlier. I would have plus arrived in the third form. Now, let's move on to the second picture. Let's read the sentence and complete it. If they had studied, don't forget that the verb in here is in the past perfect. This is the third conditional. So, how are we going to complete it? Have you finished? Okay, let's read it. If they had studied, they would have succeeded. Would have plus the verb succeeded. Good. Now let's practice. The last exercise for today is choose the correct answer. We have two sentences. The first one, if I space with my family, I would have seen the pyramid. As you can see, we have the first part in if clause missing. But in the second part, in the main clause, we have would have seen. So we are going to choose travel, traveled, had traveled, travels. Which is the right choice? If I had traveled with my family, I would have seen the pyramid. Number 2, if I hadn't left early, I would space won the competition. We have has, had, have, having. And the right answer is have. If I hadn't left early, I would have won the competition. Correct the underlined mistakes. Number 1, if I had asked for help, I wouldn't have be in trouble. So, the verb be is completely wrong. We should correct it. What is the third form of be? Been. That's right.